on fourth down this season, 10 out of 13. Melvin Gordon. Straight ahead.
Oh, the ball's out.
Coming out of there with the football is Darius Slay. Slay on the move to the outside. Blockers in front of him. Slay all by himself down the field.
Yeah, what is going on, guys? What is happening? Welcome to Eagles Postgame Live. The Eagles get the W today, 30-13 against the Denver Broncos. They move to 4-6 on the season, 4-2 now away from Lincoln Financial Field. We are going to break down our top takeaways. Guys, if you're new to the channel, always smash that subscribe button. Let's get going. Joining me, my man over there, he is Shane Half. Follow him on Twitter at @halfandhalf_TPL. What's up, Shane? Oh, I guess you can't hear us. Can you hear us, Shane? He lost his audio. All right, let's go down to Ty. Ty, can you hear us?
Can you hear me now?
What's going on? I promise, guys, if you're watching, our effort will be much, much more than Teddy Bridgewater on that fumble recovery. Shane, what's going on, man?
Hey, I don't know. Weird audio stuff there. Not much, man. Excited. That was a fun game to watch. My fun fact for the day is Darius Slay now has as many touchdowns this season as Jalen Reagor.
Love it, man. Just never, it'll never end. Look at Rob. Also joining my man down there, he is Ty Book. Follow him on Twitter at TyBook3. What's up, Ty?
What's going on, everybody? A W is a W. It's so bittersweet right now. I'm kind of like, they're not going to do anything, so a loss is a draft pick. Anyway, they played really well today. Shane and I talked about the high school offense they're running right now, and it's working, so they need to keep doing it.
And then we have my man Rob Lange. Follow him on Twitter at Philly_Madness. What's up, Rob?
Happy Victory Sunday. We haven't had a lot of these, but, you know, it is more fun when they win, even when you're going into it with low expectations. A game like today where, you know, you can't come out of it and say, well, it's only the Lions or, well, Sam Darnold stinks. I mean, this was a Denver Broncos team that a week ago we watched march into Dallas and beat the doors off of the best team in the NFC, arguably. And they come home. The Eagles got to go out west where they haven't won since I believe it was 1989.
Wow.
And take care of and really just dominate the game. I mean, they dominated the game. And, you know, yeah, it's a high school offense, but this is what we were told that Nick Sirianni would be able to do, which is play to your strengths. And you could see how much better Jalen Hurts plays when you establish a run game. That's 3 straight games over 175 yards rushing. We saw a wide receiver make a catch today that we haven't seen an Eagles wide receiver ever make in the Devontae Smith touchdown. Jalen Reagor stinks. We're gonna slide past that though. But
you had a nice catch. You had an okay catch.
I tell you, man, they today was fun. And what I really like is the continued improvement of Nick Sirianni. Listen, I know Julio over here is saying, I don't want to hear nobody say Jalen is not the guy now. I disagree with that totally. He's had a nice stretch here, but I can't sit here and tell you, all right, just move forward with Jalen Hurts. But Nick Sirianni's improvement over the last few weeks is what should have Eagles fans excited for right now.
Yeah, let's jump right into Jalen Hurts because he is front and center of this week's game. He finished the game with 16 of 23, 178 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He was sacked once, a rating of 103.2. He had how many yards on the ground? He had 14 carries for 53 yards. All of this pretty much coming in that first half. The Eagles had 17 first downs in the first half, 5 of 8 on third down, 100 yards on the ground, 20 carries, 5 yards per carry. Jordan Howard-Scott, 12 or 51 yards. Like, going to Jalen Hurts, like, this first half, that was probably some of the best football I've seen Jalen Hurts play as a Philadelphia Eagle, that first half. And that was really the difference in this game. Jalen Hurts was terrific. Let's go to Shane. Shane, man, what? Let's just jump in the grades, too. How would you grade Jalen Hurts today, and what's your takeaway?
I'll give Jalen Hurts like an A- for today. If you could take away 2 plays, I'd give him an A+ performance, but you can't. The one where the ball slips out of his hands, it doesn't end up costing him. That's kind of a fluke thing. That interception was really bad. I'm not sure. It looked weird. I'm not sure what happened with the protection there. It looked like the left guard Dickerson tried to, I don't know if he was trying to pass that guy off to Kelsey or the running back, or if he just got beat and he tried to make the best of it. Whatever happens, Hurts needed to let that play die. He needed to eat that. That play could have really cost them, if not for the Darius Slay return for the touchdown. So that play drags it down a little. And that sounds kind of nitpicky about one play, but one play can cost you a game, and that was a big mistake. Outside of that play, Hurts played really well. I liked what I saw from him standing in the pocket, moving in the pocket, and driving the ball downfield. So all in all, good performance from Hurts. I'm encouraged by what I've seen from him over the last couple weeks.
Yep. And just quick note, I just want to give props to the Eagles offensive line, who I thought was terrific in this game. Ty, grade on Jalen Hurts, and what would you take away?
I mean, I'll just echo what Shane had to say. A-, 2 bad plays. The Julio comments here, like I still don't think he's the guy. Like if the Eagles are down 30-10 at the end of the half in a game, and that didn't happen today, I just don't see them being able to run an offense that he's capable of running to try and get back into a game. At this point, it's still early. But he played really well today. A-. Like Shane said, the pick was a pretty bad play. He needs to eat that. The ball that got that he let go a little early was a little rough. But other than that, I mean, he managed the game, and that's what they need him to do. Manage the football game and make a couple of big throws, and he'll be fine.
And as much as I want to kill, go ahead, Shane.
I would say, I mean, he was electric in the first half. In the second half, he was 1 of 3 passing. He threw an interception, and he had a second one that should have been an interception that Devonta Smith broke up. So
that was a great play by Devonta to break that up.
I said that Devonta Smith did a better job playing defense on Patrick Surtain than Patrick Surtain did playing defense on Devonta Smith that game.
I love it. Rob, your turn, man. How would you grade Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, I think the A- is solid there. Look, the guy is improving. There's no doubt about that. I think, honestly, tops for Jalen Hurts is a game manager. I don't know if Jalen Hurts will ever be the guy to go win you a game. Now, he could become that, but right now I would say, and look, with a team like this, maybe as the season goes on, if you continue to see improvement, you could say, all right, we can give him another year. We could use these draft picks to build on our defense, because I understand the defense only gave up 13 points, but I felt like Denver was just going up and down the field again. And it just so happened that they get a field goal block. They fumble the ball, little odds and ends like that. And they need a new defensive coordinator, but that's besides the point as well. But Jalen Hurts himself, look, I love the kid, man. And I would love for him to be the guy. You can't not like him. You know what I mean? Like, everything about him is demeanor. When Quez Watkins drops the 1 touchdown pass, and Quez is up on the sideline, pissed off at himself, Jalen's sitting right next to him going, don't worry about it. Next play. He's a leader. I mean, he's just a leader. So keep on improving, man. I understand what Ty's saying with draft picks and all this stuff, but, I like when this team's in it. And I like when they're winning football games.
But
and
they're not in it.
Well, first of all, in the game is what I mean.
Sure,
So,
I don't disagree with you, but like if anybody on this 4-people panel thinks that this team is going to do a damn thing this year,
no, they're not a Super Bowl team by any means, but I'd like them to continue to be competitive. Look, the fact of the matter is their schedule plays into the hands of them to win quite a few more games.
Yep.
Okay. You got a Saints team that I know is playing okay, but when Trevor Simeon's your quarterback, you can be beat. All right. The Redskins or that Washington football team will be tough, as they showed today. But Jalen Hurts he's a lovable guy, and I love seeing the improvement with him and Nick Sirianni figuring out the strengths of this team.
Also, I just want to say something about my draft pick comment. I did not say draft a quarterback. I see all these comments coming in about quarterbacks. I did not bring up drafting a quarterback. Please understand that I'm talking about draft pick stock, okay? Like, You can trade those things. You can draft other players other than quarterbacks with them. I just like the thought of the Eagles having multiple first-round picks.
Yeah, not the best week for the Eagles on tankathon.com. The Colts won, the Dolphins won, the Eagles won. So that is what it is. But we talked about this this week, Shane, is like, what is Jalen Hurts, and how do they maximize Jalen Hurts on the Philadelphia Eagles? Like, this is exactly what we talked about. Like, if you have Jalen Hurts in that 20 to 25 attempts range, and you have a strong ground game led by a strong offensive line. Again, that's not optimal, but this is kind of like the ingredients that how you're going to win along Jalen Hurts. You look at kind of like 3 of the last 4 weeks, they've really kind of cut down the attempts and definitely have committed way more on the ground. The Eagles had 214 yards on the ground in this game, 40 carries, 5 yards per carry. Jordan Howard was an animal in that third quarter. I think there was one offensive possession where it's like bang, 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 right when the Denver Broncos – that happened like multiple times. I think the storyline of this first half was Denver Broncos and Jonathan Gannon's bend but not break defense. The Broncos kept getting into scoring opportunities, and the Eagles shut them down, whether it was the fumble recovery on fourth and I think 4th and 1. Then you had the blocked field goal by Kayvon Wallace. There's a lot of opportunities there for the Broncos, and the Eagles absolutely took that away. So let's lead that right into Jonathan Gannon, who I think we have just destroyed over the last several weeks. They held the Denver Broncos to 13 points. Bridgewater at times looked pretty good. There were times in this game when the Broncos were pretty much going from 20 to 20, but they couldn't get home. So let's go to Rob. What was your take on Jonathan Gannon this week?
I mean, people are going to call me negative because the team only gave up 13.
Oh, sorry, man. Sorry, man.
But I still I'm not happy with Jonathan Gannon. I still see the defensive backs way too far off. When Denver wanted to play pitch and catch, they were going right down the field. I thought for a good portion of the game, they ran the ball really well. I will say he did dial up some blitzes today that were noticeable, that he was like trying to scheme them in. Like, I know everyone said last week he blitzed so much. I just don't remember even like noticing the blitzes last week. I noticed them this week. Slight improvement, yeah, but you got to stop with this 8 yards off and letting guys play pitch and catch, because, yeah, you can beat Teddy Bridgewater doing that. You can't beat solidified NFL quarterbacks doing that. And, that's why I just don't know if I'm a Jonathan Gannon guy. I mean, like, it was to a point today where when they showed him on the sideline with the sunglasses, I was like, hate the face. Like, I just wanted to hit him. It was like Step Brothers. I was something about his face. I just wanted to punch it. But so, I still am not sold on him. I could say that.
The Denver Broncos were 1 of 11 on third down and 0 of 2 on fourth down. 1 of 11 on third down, 0 of 2 on fourth down. What's up? Go Birds! All right. Shane, can you hear us now? I muted you. Can you hear us now?
Oh, can you hear me now?
You good,
I mean, to me, the defense has played bend but don't break all year, and this is the first game that once they bent, they didn't break. I mean, Denver was still in the red zone 5 times. They only put the ball in the end zone once. Denver gained 308 yards compared to our 386, and so I don't think the defense was good. I think the defense made some stops in the red zone. And if that's the kind of defense you're going to be, that's fine. But this is the first time this year that's happened. I don't expect us to be able to do that week in and week out. So I'm still not pleased with the defense. I'm not pleased with Jonathan Gannon. But at the end of the day, you did only give up 13 points. You didn't make Teddy Bridgewater look like a Hall of Famer, which is a step up from what we've been doing. And so I'll take it. I'm still not sold on this guy, though.
Before we go into Ty's take, like this comment from Quentin, one of our regulars, says I need to check Derek Barnett's P. Derek freaking Barnett, can you just please punt that guy to the freaking moon?
They don't need to check. They need to check his bag on a flight somewhere other than back to Philadelphia. He shouldn't be allowed on the team friggin' plane. He does nothing.
So what happened was that Denver had a holding penalty, which took away a 20-yard touchdown run. The Eagles stopped them on 3rd and 7, and Derek Barnett gets called for a roughing the passer. Luckily, the Broncos only got 3 on that possession, but holy shit balls. Like, that guy is like death taxes and just the worst timing penalties you could ever imagine. Sorry, Ty, just that part of the defense. Ty, what was your take on Jonathan Gannon's defense today?
They're terrible. I mean, I'm sorry. They are three big individual plays away from losing that football game. Okay. I mean, honestly, they get a good goal line stand where they end up blocking a field goal. They get lucky on a holding call. They've got Darius Slay picking up a fumble that we never are going to be able to tell if it was actually a fumble. I think it was, but you're never going to be able to tell because all the bodies there. Yeah. You know, if you're going to play this kind of defense, you've got to be opportunistic, and they were today. But I can't stand how easy they give up yards. There are too many occasions where it looks like the offense has 2 more players on the field than our defense. Mm-hmm. Just too many occasions. And that is all scheme-based. And no matter how bad the linebackers are, which I'm glad they're starting to play TJ Edwards a little bit more because he at least can play the run. But no matter how bad their linebackers are, it should never look like it's 13 on 11 or 11 on 9 is how I put it earlier today. It just they just do not stop teams. And today they got lucky that the other team made some really crucial mistakes that kind of gave them a win. I mean, the Eagles really dominated the first half, but in the second half, the Broncos really let it get away.
Yeah. Ruben Frank had tweeted out during the game about Derek Barnett. I think he's got 5 offsides penalties and 1 sack on the year.
Oh, man. Well, dude, Barnett went and got a sack, so he had to go get another penalty to and I loved that the sack that he got. If you go watch it, Hargrave collapses the pocket and pushes Bridgewater back. Yes. And Barnett is on his way to the ground because he's getting pancaked, and he just falls into the legs of Bridgewater. Like,
that's
not all sacks are created defense, equal.
Though. Like in the first half and even in the third quarter, I'm starting to wonder if the quarterbacks we play actually have to do laundry after the game. Like in the fourth quarter when they had no choice but to throw every down, fine, we pinned our ears back and got back there. But early in the game, I mean, Bridgewater was just standing there. Yeah. I mean, his uniform was immaculate. I mean, it didn't even look like they untucked his shirt.
We had just 3 QB hits against a team that was missing both their starting tackles.
Oh my God.
And we pay our defensive line the second highest amount in the NFL.
Let's go to some comments here. Jaron says he had another offside automatic first penalty in addition there. Reverend Jim Stevenson says, send Derek Barnett to the Frankfurt Yellow Jackets. I love it. Some other comments. Ryan says, Slay said the cornerbacks get a say in terms of press on or off. Quinn says they need to check Derek Barnett's P. Great Eagles win here. Teddy beat the Cowgirls. Isn't it like, it's like the NFL is amazing week to week. Did the Redskins beat Tampa Bay today? Like,
yes, not only beat them. I mean, absolutely demoralize them from the word go today. Like Taylor Heineke has played 2 really good games in his career. One was a loss, one was a win. They were both against the Buccaneers. Because you forget the playoffs last year, he actually didn't play too terrible against them in that first round game.
That's not even the craziest thing that happened in the NFL today. The Detroit Lions didn't lose. Yeah. Jamal Adams caught an interception. Like, what is this league?
And who's Jacoby? What's his name? Jacoby Myers has his first career NFL touchdown today for the New England Patriots. Guy hadn't scored a touchdown yet. He was like plus 250 to score, I think somebody said today. They were making fun of him on Twitter before the game, saying he will never score a touchdown, and he got a garbage one to make it 45-7.
Let's roll on to player of the game, guys. Player of the game. I'll go last on this one because I love going out of left field here. Ty, you're up, man. Who is your player of today's game?
I'm not going to go obvious today. Well, I mean, it is obvious, but I mean, there's some other players. I'm going the O-line in general.
Nice.
They have just dominated the last couple of weeks with this commitment to the run. It looks like Lane Johnson's healthy. Jordan Mailata. I mean, you could say all you want about Howie Roseman, but there is a guy right there that, I mean, good Lord, he played really well today. And the interior part of the line, when Jason Kelsey went down for that play, I was terrified. Absolutely terrified. So
right after Dickerson went down.
Yep. So I am going player of the game is the offensive line, hands down. And I'll stay on for a little bit, but I'm gonna have to bolt to put Lucy to bed here in a minute. So I want to hear the other guys too. But
no worries.
If I rob, that's why.
Who's your player of the game?
I'm gonna go with the guy who didn't get in the end zone or anything today, but when you think about where he's come from the beginning of the season, Jordan Howard is a guy that was stuck on the practice squad.
Nice.
And he's running the way that Jordan Howard ran the last time, he was here a couple years ago, before he went to Miami. And, that guy could have just said, you know what, my career's done. I'm a practice squad guy now. But he is taking advantage of these reps. And when Miles Sanders comes back, there's absolutely got to be a place on this roster for Jordan Howard because he is a bruiser inside, man. When you think he stopped, he gets another 2 or 3 yards. I'm going to give him player of the game. I think he ended with like 83 or 84 yards rushing today. But, this guy could have just said, screw it, I'm a practice squad player. And he's played his ass off the last few weeks. And for that, I want to give him player of the game. Give him some kudos today.
Well done, man. What about you, Shane?
I'm going to give it to Darius Slay.
Okay.
I know he didn't strip the ball, but he picks it up. He runs that all the way back. That play changed the game. I mean, at that point, if Denver picks up that first down and they go down to score, it's a whole different game. But Slay gets that, and he starts running back and forth. And I know me, along with everybody else, is screaming at him to just go down. and he runs it all the way back for a touchdown. So maybe not the best producer in the game. You got Jalen Hurts, Devonta Smith, but in terms of the biggest play in the game that changed the game, I'm going to give it to Darius Slay.
God damn it, Shane. I was going to go the combination of Davion Taylor and Darius Slay because that, you said, you saw the Denver Broncos were ready to take that game over. Like at that moment in that time, all momentum was on Denver's side. I think it was just a 1-score game at the time, and that was a major play. So I'm going to go with my man, Devonta Smith. When was the last time you saw a Philadelphia freaking Eagle make this kind of play on the ball in the end zone? This was a great catch, man. Just an unbelievable catch by Devonta. He had 2 touchdowns today. The chemistry between Jalen Hurts and Devonta Smith has been pretty iffy this season. Hopefully this is kind of a step in the right direction where these two are going to start pumping some major stats moving forward because the competition will not be there. But Devonta is my guy. Anybody have quick, because we didn't really touch on Devonta. Anybody have quick takes on Devonta?
Happy birthday, Devonta.
Yeah, happy birthday. I mean, look, the guy's showing you why he won the Heisman. Say it. The guy's showing you why he won the Heisman. The guy's showing you why he was a solidified first-round pick, even at his size. He runs unbelievable routes. He catches most things that hit him in the hands. He's a smart player. He's a tough player. But real quick, am I the only guy that gets the giggles every time Gene Steratore talks about a wide receiver and his butt cheek and how it equals 2 feet? Like every time he does it. He does it.
Touchdown.
He's always like, well, you see that cheek there? That cheek hits, and that's as good as 2 feet. And I don't know. It just makes me laugh every time Gene Steratore does that. I'm a child. I'm like 10 years old in my mind. I get it. But it's just really, really funny. But now, listen, Devonta Smith is the number 1 wide receiver for the Eagles for years to come. And I am just thrilled he's in Eagles green and not Giants blue and white.
Amen. Preach. All right. Let's wrap it up, guys. Rob, I'll start off with Shane because I know Rob wants to plug stuff. Shane, where can we find you, man? What do you got going on?
Find me on Twitter at @halfandhalf_TPL. Check out my twice a week podcast with Mark Henry Jr. Chalk Talk. Typically, it's Tuesday nights. We do a NFL weekend review. special focus on the Eagles game, and then Thursday or Friday we do a preview. So be sure you check that out. It's on Apple Podcasts. We live stream it out too. So come join us live. We love to interact with you guys during the show. So hopefully we'll see you guys Tuesday.
Awesome, man. You're up, Rob.
All right. Well, first of all, we did the prediction contest for the week this week. And I will say that our winner is a Pittsburgh Steeler fan.
No!
He picked the Eagles to win 28-17. So he was not very far off of the actual final score.
Yeah.
And that's my man from high school, Ray. So I'll be getting in touch with Ray. But we're doing this every week. So follow me on Facebook at Rob Lange. Follow me on Instagram at Lange84. Follow me at Twitter, Philly_Madness. And basically, you send your predictions all week. Whoever gets the closest will get a Monday night dinner on me, pizza, sandwich, whatever you want. You're going to get it from me. I love DoorDash because I can do this now and basically send it anywhere in the country, and there's no problems. But listen, I talked it over with the wife, Dibes, and 1, possibly 2 podcasts a week I've been given the clear for. So let's get some things moving here. All right, I want to be back, baby. I want to be back with you and Shane, and I want to talk Eagles football, and really at some point here they'll piss us off and we got to go back to the draft. So
that's awesome, man. I'm psyched. And to make you and Shane happy, Quinn says Devontae has now more career receiving yards than Jalen Reagor. So
Jalen Reagor did it again this week where he gets a reverse and ran backwards first.
Hey, Jalen Reagor over the last 7 games has averaged 9.1 yards receiving per game. I will hear no Jalen Reagor slander. That's great value out of a
I will never hear the end of this. For sure. Jalen Reagor's last 3 offensive touches have netted minus 14 yards per Rube. Oh, my God.
That is dated now. He did have one play that went beyond the line of scrimmage later in the game.
Yeah.
12-yard catch.
Yeah, he did have one good catch.
Excellent catch.
Totally worth the first round pick. Totally worth it.
JJ Arcega-Whiteside looked great coming off the field too today in his uniform. Bright white.
All right, guys. I am Dobbs, Mr. Crockpot on Twitter. Thank you, everyone, for watching and commenting. The commenting was terrific tonight, as always. Please be sure to smash that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Real quick, I do have something to plug. We had our sci-fi movie draft last night.
Yes,
I had the last pick. I've got Interstellar. So it's 6 teams, fantasy football style movie drafts where you vote. Twitter will vote for who has the best team. I've got Interstellar, Mad Max Fury Road, Independence Day, A Quiet Place, The Iron Giant, and Logan. So please follow me on Twitter and fucking vote for my team, man. Let's go. I'm really happy about my team. I think it's really strong.
I've never seen Interstellar. I still have to see Interstellar. Still haven't seen it.
It's one of Christopher Nolan's best, right up there.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard. I got to take a look.
It's so well done. It's so well done. And the film score alone is worth the watch by Hans Zimmer. It's probably his best work, right up there, man. All right, follow man Shane over there. He is at @halfandhalf_TPL. Make sure to check out Talk, which breaks down in depth Eagles previews, Eagles reactions. You don't want to miss that. My man Rob down there, Rob Lange on Facebook. If you want free dinners on Monday nights, follow my man Rob on Facebook. Come on, guys. Free food, sandwiches, pizza, you name it, right there. At Philly_Madness on Twitter. Rob Lange, Langi on Facebook. I am Dibes. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Eagles get the W. Stay awesome, everybody.